All right, folks, good morning. A little bit chilly out today. It's Monday, though. We're going to go hit it, see how this goes, show you how it works. Let's do the thing. First off, something to eat for breakfast. Also, did you know I read an article that says Nashville, Tennessee is ranked #1 in the nation for the worst driver commute? Now you know. But luckily, you guys don't get to see the traffic today because we're driving through the backwoods. Going up one of these little country jobs. I much prefer those. 35 minutes later, we checked out the first job. I've missed 4 calls, of course, and let's head out and go to the next thing, which is a clean out. See you there. And that's one job sold for the day, scheduled for a couple of weeks out. Let's call some more folks now. This is just a quick video for all you boys out there that's doing these underground gutter drains, gutter pipes. If you don't daylight the pipe, meaning you attach your gutter to a 90-degree fitting into a corrugate pipe, and you don't daylight it anywhere, Walmart's probably hiring. Get out of the game. Leave, quit now. But wait, there's more. If you call yourself a gutter guy and you out here charging money to install these gutters, install these screens, and you're calling them gutter guards, and you're putting in these flimsy little aluminum trash screens, cost you about 80 cents a foot down at the supply house, and that's what you're putting in up here. Run out of McDonald's, put you in an application. You need to quit. Go, get out of the game. See ya. Be done. And see, it goes like this too. I don't need to elaborate. I don't need to tell you why. I don't need to sit here and explain to you the ins and outs of why this stuff belongs in the junkyard. Because if I did, I'd be wasting my time. You're not going to understand anyway. So just quit. Actually, wait. It gets even better. Found it. Four feet. Because that did anything at all. Good job, buddy. Anyways, McDonald's. Okay, clean out is finished. Some things are just best left to the guys that know what they're doing. So, yeah, there's that. Now it's 11 o'clock, and I am headed to pick up my trailer. Might grab a quick bite to eat, and then we're off to the second ordeal of the day. All right, and after a half hour, I have actually arrived. Gonna eat something, and we'll do some work. Bunch of driving. So here's the next one, and we're going. Drain works, so we'll just continue with this out. What do you think about that? All messed up, pitted, marred, damaged. So let's see, I guess I'll be cutting that all off, huh? That's great. So 2 hours later, we finally got this thing opened up. We got our spout put through this thing, which is actually going to be torn down, by the way, and gonna run this into that concrete pipe. So I'm between literally a rock and a hard place, and I forgot to put the bands in. So let me just, undo that and put the bands in place before I go down there and do that one. Hi. Well, all right, we finally got that mess sorted out, everything put back together in just the best way that it could be done. I mean, it's just not going to be done any better, sorry. Especially with our fascia metal. One side was silver gray and the other side was white. And in the right lighting, those two colors are the exact same thing. So that's annoying. 4 mistakes later, finally got it all put back up, super nice. And again, just not going to be done any better. So let's go to the house, shut her down, prep for tomorrow. Yeah, day's not done yet. I made it. So this part of the day is called being done. Except I'm not done. So now that I've made it back home, luckily we were in town, so it wasn't that bad a drive. I'm gonna sit out on the front, take the phone, and I've got a couple of folks to message, a couple of folks to call, line up work for tomorrow and Thursday, barring any weather report, negative weather report, and see how all that goes. Make sure the material order is going to get picked up tomorrow morning. Meet us on site by probably 9 a.m. And when all that gets done, I guess I can finally head to the house. I'll probably do another video maybe tomorrow or the next day, and if I can, try to capture a little bit more of every little action that goes into the day, especially on larger jobs like we're going to do tomorrow. Every little action is down to me and my helper, and it kind of adds up. It's a lot of movement, it's a lot of thinking, and a lot of on the spot, on the fly decision making, which in my opinion is best anyhow, because you can adjust, you can macro adjust to the needs of the moment. Not everything is standard work, and if you can work with that, then you can work with most anything. Let's see where that takes us. I'm done for the day. Well, we'll be in 5 minutes, so good night. Oh, one more thing. So, checklist items. Prepping for the day. Do I have enough hangers? Do I have enough dropout flanges? Are my tools here in place? Scrap bucket, extra guards for backup. The rest of the guards I should use. These are white. Job tomorrow is black, but I'm just going to leave those on there because they're not hurting anything. Nobody cares. Whatever. And we make sure I've got a magnet roller because it's always good to clean up after yourself. Some black end caps and extra materials just in case. And some extra coil. One of my guys is bringing the rest of the material, all the rest of the material for the job. We've got enough sealant to do that tomorrow, and that we're pretty much roadworthy in here to go. So you get through all that stuff, and now we're actually checked, double checked, and ready to go. So when I get up here tomorrow, I just kind of get in the truck and I can leave. If I do my double checking the night before, that saves me about 5 minutes the next day, and I guess every minute really counts. Good morning, folks. No need to double check anything, should be good to go. Let's hit it. You've reached a certain stage in life when you go into the local Bojangles and the lady knows your name. I mean, I ain't proud of that. Morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, what'd you just do?
Well, I was sent the wrong address, and I ripped the spouts off of that house when we're supposed to work this house.
There's the target address, and there's the house that's now missing spouts. All of them?
No, just...
Oh, good. We've saved.
4.
What's great about this, actually, is that this has happened to my dad. My dad was in this business for years, eons ago, and this actually did happen. I was never personally party to that ever happening, but some of my siblings...
Yeah, somebody just walked out the
My
trailer.
siblings actually were party to that, so there you go. All right, to further elaborate on basically what happened, so the contractor for this job originally gave me the wrong address. It's supposed to be 309, it's 312. That wrong address got put in my phone, that address got sent to my helper over here who went to that address, subsequently ripped off 4 spouts from that man's house. We're gonna go over and put up 4 free white spouts for this old boy. He's cool as all get out though, so no issues on that. But like I was saying, my dad actually had that issue happen way back in the day, before Google Maps, before any of that stuff came about. It was a lot easier to get house addresses screwed up when you had a lot of homes that looked really similar to one another. You'd pull up on one, think you're at the right one, do half the job, and come to find out, nope, it's down the street. But anyway, that's about a 30-minute delay. Nobody cares. Carry on. So to plug in with what I said yesterday, with Nashville having basically the worst driver commute in the nation, voted #1, baby. Our material run is slowed down significantly. So that's still being picked up and still has yet to be brought to the job site. It is 9:36 in the morning, and due to the little whoopsie-daisical mishap at the neighbor's house, I now have to run back to the shop and grab some white elbows so that we can square that man back up with his downspouts. Again, it is 9:37 and we have done hardly anything. We did get the measurements, so that's nice. I mean, we probably ought to just consider packing this up and just going home and trying again tomorrow, huh? Now on the way back to the job after having grabbed the materials from the shop. And I guess now that I don't have my trailer attached and I can get into the gas pump a bit easier when it's not so crowded, I'll get fuel. If you wanted to, you could probably make the argument like, man, Marty, why don't you just warehouse a lot of your stuff? Why don't you keep that stuff in inventory? Well, gutter stuff takes up a lot of space. So unlike, let's say, electricians, you have rolls of Romex, you have wire connectors and couplings and conduit and things like that. It's all pretty small. You can get cartons and cases and skid lots of this stuff and probably not take up a couple hundred square feet, right? And be good to go. Gutter stuff's not the case. Boxes of downspout, elbows, rolls of coil, things of that nature. They take up so much room, so much floor space. And I could double it up, build shelving or something. But even then, it's just a lot of room. And even more than that, like, you know, all that stuff that I buy is directly connected to my income. So if I'm sitting on $10,000 worth of stuff in my shop, then that's $10,000 sitting there doing nothing for anyone. It's hard to tell what color's going to be popular, when, how, and why. Why don't I buy materials a little bit further in advance? You know, buy the materials to do the next 3 weeks worth of work. I usually only buy it to do the next week's worth of work. Take, for example, the one we have right now on the list that first was going to have a brown aluminum gutter that finds out later from his HOA, can't do that. You got to have copper gutter, like actual copper gutter. And, you know, you guys may not know much about metal prices and fluctuations, but copper is expensive. Big time. Easily 3 to 4 times the amount of aluminum. So, taking that into consideration when you go price this job, and then the guy says, oh, I got to do copper now. So you communicate, hey, that's a significant price increase, just by the way, and you're changing your lead time because I already bought the materials. Now, fortunately, it was not a lot of materials, so that's a plus. But they're sitting in my shop, ready to go. What am I going to do with them now? Can't take them back. So I guess I'll be sitting on those for no good reason for who knows how long, to go get this copper stuff. That is why I don't typically buy materials in bulk for multiple weeks in advance. You could also do things like having people sign contracts and take deposits and just basically tell them, look, if you change your mind, you're going to owe me for these materials. I just don't want to be that way. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy. I like being free floating and easy going and yeah. Point is, it's done. You know, we got it now, and he's changing it up. It is what it is. So that's just one example. One example of why I don't buy bulk materials multiple weeks in advance. Now here I am coming back up to the job. Hopefully we can get going on this thing. It's now 10:48 and it's been nothing but a circus act all morning long. Maybe we'll get something going.
cut my miters like this because we use strip miters. Your boy says, "On a strip miters leak and they look bad." First of all, they don't look bad. They look fine if you do them correctly. Also, I have to make a whole other video to show y'all how single seam hand miters and strip miters actually can and will leak the exact same whenever they do eventually leak. So, but you know, that'd be like a whole lecture in trying to figure that out. So we'll save that for later. Y'all can't smell this, but evidently this coil has got 2 stink bugs in it that have pulled through the machine. I think I see a third one on the way that has smashed inside the machine, and now everything right here just smells like stink bug. It's ridiculous. Splash blocks, inside miters. One of my favorite times of the day is to take this miter pattern and throw it up in storage. I'm done cutting the miters. Yeesh. Hey, look at that. We're done, Sean. Yay. Isn't that fantastic? My hair, I mean. Not really. So, that'll work. That looks absolutely great. Spouts work. And one thing a lot of you other boys are not going to understand, it's on grade. It'll actually drain. After an absolute circus sideshow of a morning and a day, we're wrapped.
Finally!
Finally! Party! All right, I'm done. We'll see you guys on the next go round. Till next time, do the thing. Also, I wanted to show you guys, this is what I like to lovingly call a Mississippi drain fish. That is about 11 feet long, pulled out of an underground drain that was not daylighted. So like I said, daylight the drains. There you go.